So I realized that the mechanics of writing, you write from, this is gonna be funny. You write from the left to the right, right?
Oh no.
I know. It's only right that I only write what's only right. Time I left behind my back, fight you with only rights. You still get left behind my back because I don't just write. My flow's ambidextrous. You see how you get left, right? We'll take a southpaw. He write with his left, right? With right or left, we all read from the left, right. So I just laugh when MCs say, let's write. I say, I'd rather left. They say, is that right? That had nothing to do with anything. But
it has everything to do with everything.
But so the whole left right thing is a mechanical, right, expression that actually records. So this is our version of scanning. So I also realized that when you write something, we're not very mechanical in the way of, like, we'll say Johnny went to the store to get an apple. Then we'll continue from after apple, and that's not how we write. We'll go, Johnny went to the store to get an apple. And then we'll go back to the beginning in our minds. We'll say, Johnny went to the store to get an apple, but they didn't have any. And we'll write that, but we scan. So every time you scan it, you're scanning it in and you don't even know it. I was able to recall the whole rap because in order to write it down, it's called scribing, right? Writing is scribing. So you're making an impression, right? You're making an impression. And that impression is forever scribed into your mind. You know what I'm saying? What's your favorite color?
Orange.
Where was that at before I asked you? Don't even worry about it. That's the type of shit I'm talking about, right? It's forever there. But because that's so simple, my favorite color is orange too, by the way.
Oh, really? That's dope.
Yeah. And so because that's there, but you didn't have to put it, I'm gonna put it here consciously. But when you needed to recall it, you could recall it. If you could do that with orange, and you could do that with anything that ever took place in your entire life, right? And so that's what I did. And so when I found out how to go backwards, I realized that I could also go forward. Like I could actually, so long story short, I stopped writing because I said, if I'm writing this and I'm committing it to memory and I forgot it and I remembered it, guess what I realized?
What?
You can only remember shit that you forgot.
I told y'all I'm high, right?
Because
am I taking the
because you have to recall it. It's not always on the stove.
Watch this. Watch this. Let's do the etymology, right? Member. It's like together. Member. To remember is to put something back together. To dismember is to take something apart. Someone dismembers you, they cut your arm off. Dismember. So to remember, right, is to put things back together. So it has to fall apart in order to be put back together. So in order for you to remember it, it has to fall apart. So I just decided to bypass the whole thing and never ever put it together.
So you never let it fall apart.
So it never has the ability to fall apart. So I never write it because now I can't ever forget something that I never wrote. You know? And then so that's when I stopped writing.